Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the judgiest place on the internet. My name is Josh.
My name is Rick.
And my name is Christian.
And we are the
Judgies.
You like that one, Erica? No curveballs, no twists and shouts?
I appreciated it.
Nice.
Thanks.
I mean, the listeners aren't there waiting for
The bit, yeah.
They're like, oh,
They're chomping at the bit right now.
Boo.
Yeah, absolutely chomping.
How's everybody doing? Good times, huh?
Great times right now, you know.
Just fabulous times.
What's the worst thing that happened recently? Okay, now what's the best thing that happened? Culver's was pretty good.
Culver's is like top notch tonight, so
Listen, East and West
I'm pretty
Coast,
happy with it.
they get a lot of fucking cred for fucking Shake Shack and In-N-Out. But look, if you're visiting the Midwest, you gotta hit up Culver's.
Gotta hit the Culver's.
It's literally top tier. Dare I say the best burger chain I've ever had.
Yeah, it's very good.
I'm not gonna argue with that. It's at least top two.
It's
the
definitely
double bacon cheddar burger.
It's definitely better than Whataburger and In-N-Out in my experience.
I have not had the other two.
I've never had Shake Shack.
I've never
Where
had
did,
Shake Shack.
Yes,
either.
we have.
We had a shake from there. We never had.
We didn't have the food?
No.
Where did we go get Shake
We had
Shack from?
pizza before. We stopped there after
What?
pizza. In
Why?
New York.
Ah, New York.
Oh,
yes.
New York. That makes sense.
Yes. I
That's like the
remember now.
only. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
And we stopped at the famous pizza place. I believe it's called Angelo's or something like that.
No, you're.
There's a whole history behind it where it's like the family ran it forever, and then he's like, "Oh, I want to retire," so they sold off the business, and then like within 3 months, he's like, "You know, I kind of miss making pizza," so he bought the building next door and opened up a second store and just stole all the customers back because he's like, "Oh no, I have the real original recipe, so get fucked."
I think you're thinking of Sbarro's. I think you went to a Sbarro's.
Oh fuck!
No.
In a mall.
You were right.
Yeah.
I was as Sbarro's and the Pizza Hut. I was thinking of the personal pan pizza recipe.
A worker quit from Pizza Hut and said, I'm going to go work at my own restaurant, and then just got hired at Sbarro's.
No.
Well,
Yeah, I
guys.
think he's right. I think that is what happened.
It was just okay pizza.
Wow. Hot
You just-
take. You just lost all of our New York and
We're
New Jersey
fucked.
listeners.
We're so fucked.
Listen, we're
I can't believe
from
you
Illinois.
do this to us.
Don't do the Italian
We
hand.
like a deep dish, all right?
You don't even like deep dish.
I don't like deep dish. I like a pan pizza.
We're from North Central Illinois. We like taco pizza.
Dude,
Yo,
Casey's
Taco Pizza.
is so good. It's definitely blasphemous. It's definitely not pizza.
It's so
It's just
good.
dough and beans and chips and
There's
lettuce and
beans
cheese.
on it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Refried.
I didn't know
It's
that.
my least favorite part about it, but it's taco pizza. Pretty
The
good.
the only thing I know about it is it has Doritos and lettuce on it. I don't know a single other topping on
Tomatoes,
Ground beef.
it. Really? It has ground
Beans.
beef and beans?
Yeah.
tomato sauce, cheese.
Huh. There's cheese on it? I
Onions.
thought the Doritos were just the cheese.
No, the
There's
Doritos are the
onions?
taco shell, dude.
There's so much to a taco pizza.
Yeah.
I remember dating somebody in college, and she had only lived in like suburbs of cities, and trying to explain Casey's Pizza, and she's like, "You get pizza from a gas station?" I'm like, "It's not a gas station. Like they
It's a
sell,
restaurant
they
that
sell gas.
Also has gas
It's a
and some.
convenience store.
It's not like going to a 7-Eleven,
Actually,
which
it's a
also
general
doesn't
store.
sell gas, but yeah, it's a general store. It says right on the. It's like
Casey's General Store.
Casey's Donuts and Casey's Pizza. It's a goddamn
Oh.
restaurant.
The donuts,
They could have a standalone, I'd imagine, of just
the pizza and the donuts.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
What's better, Culver's or Casey's?
Culver's.
Culver's. I'm gonna pick Culver's over Casey's anytime.
Wow. Well, guys, if you don't know,
The Midwest listeners are going to be eating this shit up.
what we do here is we don't just talk about food.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about stories on the internet and sometimes judge them, and sometimes Christian does that.
Huh?
I hope you're prepared.
I didn't prepare for the quiz.
Is tonight the night with no stories?
The no stories night.
Can we just riff the whole night?
We're
Maybe
getting closer and closer.
maybe we do that. There's got to be like a day that makes sense, right?
When's our anniversary?
It's coming up. This is episode 50.
February 22nd.
Correct.
No, this is episode 50, yeah?
This will be... yes.
That's wild.
So
So 2
2
weeks.
weeks?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do for our anniversary
It's a
episode?
surprise. I have an idea. I just
Tune
have
back
to
in
execute.
2 weeks.
Josh is gonna. This is why I love you, Josh. You really put your nose to the grindstone. Really hammer out the bits for us. Like,
put in so
I'm
much
the
hard
idea
work for
guy.
us.
Erica's the funny gal, and you're like the doer.
The doer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I sort of, well, the what helps me is that I keep everything organized. Like, I sort of have this, like, doer decimal system that keeps everything in place.
Okay, on to the first story.
And you can book it.
Oh my god, Boo. Are you proud of that one?
I'm waiting for the story, please.
You're lucky you're editing this because I was gonna leave in all of the silence to let people just feel how.
He's actually gonna edit
awkward and
in
terrible it
some
is.
cricket noises.
I would have, but instead I'm just gonna read my story, guys.
Can we just talk about for 1 second?
Yeah, just 1 second.
On
one quick
TikTok, we have,
sidebar.
of course, welcome to any new listeners. We are pretty much viral sensations at this point. No big deal.
Man, stop.
You're making me blush. Christian, of course, got called a chunky reader.
Ah, yes.
I forgot about this. I was like, somebody called my man Chunky?
Erica,
How
yeah.
dare they?
Erica's like, what do you mean a chunky reader? And I was like, you've never noticed that I can't read an entire sentence? I just add a period in the middle of a sentence.
Christian reads like when you take the magnets of words on a fridge and put them together. He stops where those like word blurbs end.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
See, the problem is my favorite poet growing up was E.E. Cummings, and like his, sporadic style of writing really fucked up my reading ability because I just read so much poetry as a child and my developmental years.
Yeah. You're sort of a Shatner when you speak, in a way. You stop on weird words.
I kind of am a Shatner.
Yeah, William or...
Otherwise.
I mean, that's so
Shatner
crazy
pants,
too, is
huh?
because I Shatner my pants.
Yeah.
And like people would not let that go. It happened in 3rd grade. I Shatner my pants in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Up until high school, I had to move away for people to stop calling me, "Hey, Shatner." But onto the story. Am I the asshole by cooking in a vomit pot? That's it. That's the story.
What? Okay, look. The vomit pot, whatever. Why do you need a vomit pot? There are other receptacles you can vomit into better than a pot.
Like a toilet, for instance. A bucket. A
The
garbage
pot's
can.
got the handles.
Your hands?
You ever have to throw up so hard you need like like a toilet, like a bucket's so hard, but
Hang
pot
on.
is
$1 million idea. Suction cup handles for the side of a toilet for when you really got to get shit done.
Listen,
okay.
that is not a bad
We need
idea.
to start. We need to patent this before we put out the episode. So we got a week and a half.
We should just make a supercut of all of our ideas that we didn't patent. And then when Elon Musk creates them, we'll just be sad.
The boring company's toilet handles.
Not a toilet handle. Doesn't want to get sued.
All right. So, am I the asshole by cooking in a vomit pot? Let me tell you, this is a doozy. This past
Yeah.
weekend.
I would have guessed otherwise. What's the opposite of a doozy?
A don't see?
Don't see.
I don't know if everybody could hear that Aurora just laughed at my joke from the other room, and I want Aurora to know that I really appreciate that.
This past weekend, I hosted a vaccine party for my group of friends who are totally vaccinated. You know that's a lie. We hadn't seen each other for quite a while, so we were all looking forward to it.
Another lie.
I promised to make them my famous chunky chicken stew, which is always a hit.
Which sounds like it's going to look like vomit to begin with.
And Saturday was no exception. Everyone loved it.
Okay.
Some people even got 2 bowls of it.
No.
Yeah. It was
Where's
that good.
this recipe at?
Share the recipe, honey.
And then, for whatever otherworldly, perverse reason, I decided to tell them that this was made in my family's vomit pot.
Stop.
So some quick backstory. Everyone uses something to throw up in, right? Some exclusively use the toilet.
Yeah.
Some use a small trash bin,
Sure.
et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for some reason, my family uses a cooking pot.
Okay.
I use it. My wife uses it. My son uses it.
He
my daughter
indoctrinated
uses
his
it.
wife into doing it?
Hey, she is probably the genius that thought of it.
What kind of fucking negotiating terms need to be put into place there where someone's okay with that?
Let me tell you, Josh.
This person has kids and they have a vomit pot?
Dick to bomb, Josh. Sometimes you just got to deal with it. You got to roll with the punches, the hand you're dealt, you know? Sometimes, you know, you marry a person that throws up in the toilet like a normal person, and sometimes you end up with a just alpha Chad Sigma male that throws up in a pot, and you go, this is my life now.
Everything else about him is perfect. He just sometimes pukes in a... How frequently are they puking that you need to have a designated pot?
He's got children. It's at least once a year. I thought it'd be a funny thing to tell them, and certainly did not foresee the reaction it gained.
Yeah.
First, there was a slightly concerned puzzlement. What did I mean by vomit pot?
Great question.
Well, I explained to them what it was and what I meant. Then growing concern came from them. I mentioned my son used it for a night of throwing up not even 2 weeks ago.
I mean, come on.
As they saw I was serious, there was growing revulsion and anger. My friend started yelling at me, asking how could I do such a thing? That it was disgusting. I told him that it was already washed thoroughly. My best friend's wife left hurriedly for the bathroom, and I
Don't say it.
and I suspect she forcibly ejected my chunky chicken stew.
Oh, why are you gonna say it like that?
I offered her the pot. She wouldn't take it.
Oh.
I said,
Do it in the pot. Do it in the pot.
it'll taste better.
He didn't want to waste water. He doesn't. He's conscious of the environment. He doesn't want to waste water.
We
guys.
stand
Does he literally say that?
I'm sure he does.
we stand an environmentally friendly king.
Hold on. How is that saving water? Because
You don't have to flush.
But you have to wash the pot out.
No. You add it right back into the food.
It sterilizes if you get it boiling.
Yeah.
I told him that if it was so gross, then why did they slurp my stew down so quickly?
Bad argument, man.
Well, apparently that was the last straw. Everyone gathered up and left, and now I fear that there is an unfixable rift in our relationships.
Correct.
I realize now that some truths are just too much for some people to handle, and I should have kept the secret of the vomit pot to my grave.
No, the
No.
issue isn't the secret, man.
No.
Mind you, this pot is absolutely clean and sterile. I wash it thoroughly after every vomit use. Was I an asshole by cooking in the pot and or by telling them?
You're not
First
an
of
asshole
all-
for telling them. That's what you should have done. But you should have done that before you fed them the fucking vomit pot food.
First of all, just because you washed it doesn't mean it's sterile.
Well, he actually
At
has
all.
he has a fancy dishwasher that has a sterilization cycle.
Well,
so.
actually, what he didn't mention is that it's a cast iron pot. So he
So you
actually can't even use soap.
Can't even use soap.
You just gotta bake that shit off.
Once you get above a certain temperature, it just
Where's this
becomes
man
almost
from?
a glass-like
I'm calling
coating.
his health department.
And you shut down a private residence for health code violations.
Unfortunately, this guy has like responses in the comments, but a lot of them are deleted, so it's hard to follow what people are saying and what he's trying to defend himself.
What? Yeah, the gall, the audacity of this man to be like, "Am I the asshole for using it?" And like he's blaming them for. Well, you liked the food.
That's the same thing a cannibal would say, like, "Oh, I just made fucking Josh stew over here,
Yeah.
and now you're mad at me because I told you it's Josh, but you ate it, you liked it. Why am I the asshole? You should have known."
It's no different than like eating at a dirty restaurant where it's like, oh, that food was really good, and then you see the kitchen, and you're just like, what the fuck? There's rats in there. It's like, yeah, but they didn't get in the food. I cooked the food. It's clean since they walked over it.
You ate the rest of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You didn't know there was a shrimp tail in it then.
Listen, being a health inspector at one point in my life has ruined eating at restaurants for me. Not Culver's, though. They have a very clean kitchen.
Well, a lot of chains do, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
a lot of
it's all
chains are inspected by
mandated,
like
yeah.
a corporate health inspector. But like some of my favorite local restaurants. Oh my
No
god.
going back.
Oh my god.
There's a reason it smells like swamp in there now. Now you know why.
It's poo water on the floor in the kitchen. That's why.
Poo water?
Poo water.
There was a restaurant with
Yeah.
like an overflowed toilet?
No, their floor drains backed up with.
Okay, sewage.
Uh-huh.
And then they just didn't mop?
Correct.
That's unavoidable. That's gonna happen in restaurants.
No.
Yeah, every restaurant has the poo water incident. Every restaurant I've ever been to has.
No.
You only eat at one restaurant.
And it's the one that had the poo water rise up in it.
The poo water rise is like a fun little sci-fi fantasy story, I bet.
Any writers out there, if you want to take this prompt and really run with it,
riff off of The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway.
that's definitely where you're going with it, right?
I was going for Rise of the Poo Water, like Skywalker. Guys, what was I gonna say?
This is so
I
embarrassing.
can't read your mind, Joshua.
What was I gonna say?
See, I know what you're gonna say, but I'm not gonna tell you. I
was gonna say something really funny and original, and
Probably
it was about
not.
the story, and it was gonna relate it back, and it was gonna be good.
Is it? Well, what's your throw up vessel of choice?
I remembered.
Okay, fuck my question.
Put a pin in it.
That's what you're thinking of. You just had a funnier way to say it. I get it.
Put a pin in it. My throw up vessel. I lost it again, man. You can't.
What's your throw up vessel of choice?
I got it. I remembered it. So
I can't tell if you're fucking with me or not.
I got it. It would be really funny if someone's eating like the stew and like it's a chunky chicken noodle soup recipe.
Oh no.
And you're like, this is pretty acidic. Like, what do you put in it to get the acidity so high?
Oh, Joshua, no.
Funny thing you ask. A lot of HCl, otherwise known as stomach acid. You ever burn your esophagus from puke? It's going right back down there, buddy. Also, toilet.
Toilet is the only correct answer.
Yeah, growing up with my family, you always use like a bucket.
Well, bucket's nice because you can sit in bed.
Yeah.
But if I'm ever puking, I'm shitting. So I'm in the bathroom.
See, I got an iron stomach going that way.
That's what I mean is like I don't puke super frequently.
Oh, I puke constantly.
I guess I puke from I'll puke from migraines. That's the most times I puke. And then I know. It's like I'm going to the bathroom to puke. It's never like I'm sitting in my bed and like gotta puke.
Mm-hmm. I puke
I'm
all
not
the time.
Jimmy Puke.
It's not very often that I puke unless I'm extremely hungover, and then my vessel of choice is definitely the toilet because I can like get in my own head and like, pretty sure I can smell this toilet.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
instantly makes me throw
Yeah,
up.
you use the toilet to puke.
Yeah.
You think about the poo particles.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Yep. I remember
Thinking about like, oh man, I haven't washed this toilet in a while.
I haven't washed that since the last stew I made in there.
what's so like
You just put boiling hot water in the back, and then you put the chicken, the noodles, and then you flush
stop,
it.
Joshua.
It feels like a very serendipitous event that happened to me finding this story is because just like minutes before going on Reddit, because I was like, oh fuck, I have stories that I need to read tonight. I was on TikTok and I watched a video. Cringe. I watched a video of a person making like a cocktail for their friends, and they made it in a toilet.
Yeah.
And then served it to them.
And then served it
So
to them.
that's the same family that does like the tacos on the counter shit. But it's a toilet that is outside. They just stage it like it looks like it's inside.
It's fucking gross. It
But
doesn't matter.
It looks like they still like. I
It's
think
been
they
used before,
I think
right?
they what they and this is me being like hyper focusing like ADHD style. Like I needed to know, and I'm pretty sure like they had just installed a new toilet, and then they were like, let's pump out because they got like 6 videos out of that where they made different dishes because they made one with like desserts. Where they put like Fanta and like gummy worms and shit in it.
Yeah.
Not shit, sorry. Should be more clear with my language.
I don't know. Like I watched it and like
Still
there's a
gross.
little float thing in the back of the toilet, and that's like that didn't look perfectly clean to me. It looked like it's been used a time or two, at least 5
Like it's got like a
TikToks
hard
before
water
that.
line.
Yeah, that's what I felt like.
Not ideal.
Pretty fucking gross if you ask me.
Really? You think so?
I know it's a pretty controversial stance to have, but yeah, I do think it's gross.
Now, if you're using a bucket to puke in, do you use a bag in the bucket?
Preferably, yeah.
Yeah, I would want a bag, but I'm not. If I have the flu and the bucket's there for, I'm not worrying about a bag.
It's not like you need a bag.
Yeah.
It's just nice.
Yeah,
Makes
because
Do you
cleanup
put a bag in
easier.
the toilet?
yes, I do. See, the cool thing about throwing up in a bucket is that my mommy takes care of it, so I don't know what happens after I throw up into the bucket.
When I puke, it disappears. I don't have object permanence for vomit.
I go, mother, and I dangle
My
it like
chamber
this.
pot needs cleaning.
Wait,
Baby made boom boom, mama.
this dude's using a chamber pot as a cooking pot, I think.
I just think this guy is frugal and like
No.
a real smart guy.
All right, to be fair,
No.
you're puking.
Uh-oh. we changed Erica. We got her.
Listen,
We red pilled her.
Listen,
Green pilled her.
cookware is expensive.
Okay.
So, like, I understand if you're like, I've got the flu, stomach, I got a norovirus. I gotta have a pot with me in bed in case it's like, sleeping,
Yeah.
you know? I get it. And then, again, pots are expensive.
Yeah.
You're not just gonna throw a pot because you puked in it one couple times.
Yeah.
But then to continually puke on it,
I definitely wouldn't serve
guests,
guests
absolutely
with
not.
that pot.
That's the biggest thing. I think that's
Absolutely
really
not.
Especially
the
because,
line.
especially if this is a soup pot. Like, if you have, like, a stock pot, those things kind of, like, get shit stuck in them pretty easily. Mm-hmm. So if there was any puke left and it got scorched, that's in there, buddy.
Done for.
Oh man.
You just gotta, like, pour some more boiling water in it and deglaze it.
Oh, I gotcha.
Like I wasn't grossed out by it when I was like in the zone reading it, but now the more I think about it, the more I'm like getting grossed out by it.
Can you use your oven as an autoclave?
I don't think it gets... I think it needs to be vacuum
Steam,
sealed.
No.
Yeah. Because you build up pressure in it.
Yeah, it has to build...
Not like the autoclaves that we use in like chem lab and shit when you're doing your auger plates.
Yeah.
It's no.
Well,
What?
we...
It's a little-
Did you
it's a
not have,
steam-
like, a thing on the front that you turned and cranked down?
No. What's the thing that's like a little tunnel and inside the tunnel it's like red hot molten flames and then you stick your...
Tube furnace?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I never used one. I used one at work.
But that I thought that was like
An
a
autoclave
clave.
is a steam sterilizer.
It uses steam.
Oh,
My
okay.
my autoclave that we used, well, we had a smaller school, so like we used more stuff like that. It was probably the size of like, I don't
look
know,
this shit
an
up.
entire dresser, like two
Oh,
dressers
wow.
next to each other.
It's a big fucking autoclave.
And it's-
Oh god, mine is like the one I'm talking about is like the size of your water bottle.
Like we would put like 8 different like 2.5 liter Erlenmeyers of culture into it on a tray, and you would crank it down like a bank vault and seal it.
This is such a ginormous autoclave.
It's huge.
Most autoclaves are just like the size of a microwave.
Oh no, this was way bigger than that.
I just had like a flashback to that smell of like
Yeast.
yes.
When I did my summer research, we were working with Bacillus anthracis, which is the bacteria that makes anthrax, and we would spin it for like 1 day, 3 day, 5 day, 7 day, 9 day, and on the 9th day, it was obviously just fucking riddled with bacteria. And what we had to do is we only wanted the juice out of it, so we had to filter out all the bacteria. So we had like a syringe with a filter in it, and so what we would do is pull out the syringe and then try to syringe out just the liquid and push all the bacteria out with the filter. But when it's been going for 9 days, it's got 1,000 bajillion fucking bacteria, so it clogs up the filter. So my partner was like 6'5" and was a swimmer, so he was just like built. So I'm holding the thing right here, and he's on top of it like doing this, and it's just a little plastic syringe, right? Like a 50 ml syringe, and he's pushing it, and the top bends and flicks out and just splatters me with Bacillus anthracis in my mouth and eye, and I'm like,
I guess I'm getting anthrax and dying.
well, so it's inert. So the part of anthrax that is dangerous is the spores, and this was done in a way that there was no spores. Like it's an inert thing, so it doesn't produce spores when it reproduces or something. But like, there's still always a chance when it's like I had a pot of fucking chicken noodle soup,
Chunky chicken noodle
and they were
soup.
like, oh yeah, there's Bacillus anthracis in there, but like we used the inert version and you liked it. Like, okay, but like still anthrax, buddy, right? Like, well, now we gotta leave all of that in. Christian, how about you get us into the next story, and hopefully that cut works.
There's no way it doesn't. Am I the asshole for being frustrated that my girlfriend doesn't work hard at her job and gets paid nearly twice as much as I do?
Did I write this? Christian does nothing at work all day.
The fuck up.
Aurora will constantly be like, I don't understand how you don't do anything at work. And I'm like, hey, buddy,
Shut the fuck
we
up.
just got a good job.
I
Work
miss the
smarter, not harder, boys.
I miss the days when I didn't have to do shit at work.
You would literally watch entire Netflix series.
Not anymore.
To be fair, I did too.
My girlfriend and I both work in tech. She's a safety validator for software, working at a consulting firm, and I'm doing network infrastructure support.
Okay.
When we both worked in different offices, I didn't know much about her day-to-day life at work. I knew she made a lot more than me, $120,000 compared to my $66,000,
Okay.
and she credits a lot of that to job hopping. She's 25 and has had 3 full-times since college. I've been at one place since college. But since we've been working from home, I've seen a lot of her daily schedule, and hers versus mine are very different. She gets up around 9:15 to drag herself into the home office for her 9:30 to 10 o'clock meeting. After the meeting, she goes and showers, has breakfast, and from about 10 to 10:45, answering just a few Slack messages and emails on her phone, but mostly just listening to podcasts and eating and doing her morning routine.
I wonder if she listens to the Judgies podcast.
I honestly, I hope so.
If you're listening to this, you should listen to the Judgies podcast.
If you're listening to this, tell your girlfriend to listen to the Judges podcast. It sounds like she's got plenty of time. She can catch up on all the episodes, probably. Be super cool. Very much appreciated. Then she'll work till noon and takes a lunch break from noon till 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then she works from 1 to 4, often having meetings or working on her own stuff. And at 4, we'll spend an hour or so doing household chores and stuff while keeping an eye on her phone to answer any emails. And outside of a 9 to 5, she blocks work-related messages from her phone, which is good. You should be doing that. Fuck your job if they think they can contact you after hours.
I'm on call 24/7, so.
Same here, brother. So basically, she works for about 4.5 hours daily and does her own thing for about 2 hours, just paying enough attention to reply to emails that come in. I, on the other hand, basically work nonstop from 8:30 to 5, or maybe even 6, working 8.5 hours to 9.5 hours a day. I don't take breaks in the workday to shower or to eat breakfast and lunch or do household chores. And a few weeks ago, I kind of got frustrated with her for basically hardly doing anything for her job, and that they were way overpaying her if she was spending half the day just slacking. She got frustrated with me and said that they hired her for her knowledge, and it wasn't my place to say what her time was worth.
Correct.
And that if her boss...
Also, she's fucking probably paying your way, so...
And doing your chores.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you're mad that she's doing the chores for you. This is insane. Said it wasn't my place to say what her time was worth. And that if her boss and CEO saw the work she produced and chose to pay her what they chose to, that it wasn't my place to undervalue her because I was being jealous. And that she picked her job instead of one that might pay better because she wanted a good work-life balance. She was sick of wasting her life away at work, and that was a lot more demanding.
This is like socialist girlfriend, capitalist boyfriend type energy.
Yeah. I said that she was being a little privileged. Not a lot of people can just choose to make 6 figures and wander off from work for practically half the day. And that all I was saying was that she was working half as hard as a lot of people who earn a lot less.
Gasp.
She got mad at me and said that it's not up to me to decide what her time is worth. Am I the asshole for saying what I said? Saying what I said about my girlfriend's work ethic?
Yeah.
This dude fucking sucks so hard.
You're costing Uber so much money by not working harder on your tech job. What are you doing? Me over here at Lyft, I'm busting my ass. It's your fault.
This dude fucking sucks so hard. Why is he mad like that his girlfriend has a good life, gets to enjoy her life?
Mm-hmm.
He's jealous.
It's just pettiness, yeah.
He's just straight jealous.
Absolutely.
Listen, if you're a capitalist, listen to this fucking statement I'm about to say. In this scenario, he is not wrong for being upset. you should be upset at the scenario. Anybody who works hard and doesn't make money that they believe they are worth making should be upset. But you shouldn't be upset at other people making more money in that sense. You should be upset with the companies fucking you over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's what companies do. And she has a very fair point right at the beginning where she says, I've hopped 3 jobs. The best way to make money, especially in a career field, is always to go to a different job.
Yeah.
Because you can always demand more money.
It's not how it works in government, dude.
Government is very... If you're looking for an upward mobility job, like, you'll always make more money if you hop as opposed to going up your own company. Because companies want to pay you the least amount of money that for the amount of hours that you work. And conversely, the worker should want to work the least amount of hours for the most amount of money. But the issue is we live in a society like this guy
live in a society
who got fucking trapped into doing way too hard of work for not enough pay, and he's upset that he got stuck there.
Yeah.
And his fucking girlfriend fucking 4,000 IQ'd her. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's like a big misconception that like a lot of our boomer parents have, that it's like your resume, what happens when they see you've gone through 3 jobs in 2 years? And it's like, they should know that
that looks
I know
ambitious.
my worth.
I value my time and I know what I'm worth. Yeah, exactly.
You're ambitious. You have drive to like move forward. You don't want to just be stuck and spinning your wheels.
I didn't save this story, but I read another story that is similar to this, but it's from the woman's perspective, where she was meeting her boyfriend's family for the first time, and they must be like super conservative or like uptight, because he's like don't make us look bad, like say that you're professional, like, and she's like trying to explain her job that they're asking her, she's like, well, I've same deal, like been through 3 jobs since college, and they're just like, well, isn't that gonna look bad on your resume? And she's like trying to explain to him, like, no, in tech you're expected to bounce around to show that you can like learn new systems and you're not like scared to change, and it shows that you have a drive by going through companies. And they're just like, no, that looks bad. You shouldn't be doing that. And then they like went to the point of like, what do you do in your free time? She's like, oh, I like to travel. And they're like, oh, what? How do you travel? And she's just like, oh, I just get in my car and I drive around the country. Like, I get a month of vacation a year at my job. And so she just takes a sleeping bag and a tent and drives around the country. And they're like, you don't have a plan when you drive? And she's like, no. And they're like, pretty...
They're just
pretty
straight
unambitious
just let
of you.
people fucking live their lives. Like, what the fuck?
They're just straight A-type personality.
Yeah, and then like they left, and the boyfriend's like, why would you embarrass me in front of my parents like that? They think that you have no work ethic and you don't set goals for yourself. You just go with the flow.
All millennials are just lazy, and we're all just lazy, good for nothing.
As her boyfriend, you should be able to see that's not how she lives her life, and be able to either explain that to your parents or not give a fuck because you're in a healthy and happy relationship. Clearly not, but that's how it should be. Communicate.
Seems like I should have just saved this story so we could have told them back to back.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Would have been really smart
you
of
had
me.
like a really good idea or something.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, you did have the idea. You just didn't do.
You're a don'ter.
I am kind of a don'ter. I'm not. That's pretty fitting.
Yeah, I know.
I come with big, grandiose ideas. I'm just like, that would be cool, though, huh? Not for me, but that would be cool.
It's also the opposite, though, because, like, I'll say, so I've been thinking.
Okay.
And then I'll come up with some big plan that I'm going to make Christian do, and then he just looks at me like, now I have to do this. And I was like, yeah, you got to do it.
Yeah, and I'm just fuming the whole time.
I can't believe I'm doing something. Well, then Christian comes up with a big, grandiose idea, and then I do it.
Yeah.
So where do my ideas go?
Right in the garbage can because they're bad.
That's fair.
Right into the vomit pot.
Here's a good one right now.
Okay, this is so embarrassing.
I got nothing.
You really peaked at ranch wings, dude.
You know, I was...
And you can't even do that, dude.
That's because my ideas don't get done. Erica needs to do my ideas to complete the circle.
Your ideas are way too difficult for me.
Ranch rings?
I can't cook.
You bread them and you fry them.
What do you think I am, a woman?
Sometimes.
I didn't like that joke. I'm ashamed of myself.
Yeah, it was bad taste.
Yeah. I'm sorry to all women.
Canceled. Ricky's canceled.
Cancel me.
All right. Well, we'll dish out the immediate effects of the cancellation while we're on break.
Better come back with a good idea.
Bye. And we're back.
It's like
Lime flavored Cheez-Its.
No, fuck you, dude.
No.
Fuck you.
Why
dude.
is that
ain't
like
it.
white cheddar lime?
No.
No.
Listen, guys, I might not have the best taste, but you know who has good taste is our listeners. We got sent a little gift package in the mail. Is that what it's called? A little
Care package?
care package in the mail. Thank you from
Guys, you shouldn't have.
one of our it's
Number
all
one.
of our listeners combined send it. Number one,
Judgies fan, I think.
well, I mean,
Number one victory.
I believe
Royale,
my mom
yeah,
has that
Fortnite.
title.
Correct.
Number 2, Judgies fan.
I
Number
believe
one,
one of your-
foreign.
Number one foreign, yeah.
International Judgies fan.
International. Aunt Jennifer, Aurora's aunt,
I love the paper.
has sent us these nice little thingies of
Aw.
something. I won't say what, but
You
they're
want,
for
you want
us.
triangle or rectangle? I'm taking rectangle or triangle.
Okay.
Because Erica's a square.
Fuck,
Got 'em.
dude.
Can I open?
Yeah, this is mail time. And here's the mail, and makes me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna wail. Mail.
Sweet Georgia Browns.
Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
These are Canadian chocolates, guys. From what I understand, I've had Canadian chocolates. Purdy's.
Pecans,
Is-
caramel, and milk chocolate.
I don't want
We
to touch
also
that.
have Purdy's hedgehogs.
Okay, so I believe I had hedgehogs for Easter.
From what I hear, they fucking slap.
Yes, they all fucking slap. And because Erica got upset that I didn't share them with her.
Yeah. What the fuck, Josh?
Sorry.
Absolutely.
Maybe you
fucking
should
gutted from
marry into Aurora's family.
Maybe you should.
Uh-oh.
I can't get them out. They're too well packaged.
Damn Canadians in their packaging. I don't want to touch. We also got chocolate eggs. I don't want to touch them because the wrapper's too loud.
Shouts out Jesse for hand packaging our chocolates.
That's awesome.
Yo, this looks like half a walnut.
Check this guy out.
Yeah.
Look at
Those
all that
hedgehogs are
caramel.
so good.
Look how cute it is. Looks like a little hedgehog.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Can call these things Sonic because they're going to go fast.
You're about to fucking call me Knuckles because you're about to catch him, buddy. Make a fucking joke like that again.
You're the judge's girlfriend. Official girlfriend of the pod. So, like, yeah, you're included. Tell your aunt that she's amazing.
Well, you can tell her.
You're amazing.
Amazing.
So good.
Way better than like Dove.
Yeah. Fuck Fannie Mae's.
The turtles are bomb, dude. Judah,
I
you
like
want
these
somebody?
sweet Georgia Browns.
You want some hedgehogs? So yeah, thanks. Very much appreciated. I think everybody should send us stuff. I think.
Yeah,
and we
send
can
us
do
stuff.
that at.
Dox us, baby. Give them the city.
Erica's trying to remember my address.
503.
503.
No.
503 5th Street.
Nope.
It's 50 something 5th Street.
Definitely not.
305.
Nope.
That's 503 5th
It's
Street.
not.
I remember it's 503 5th Street.
I'm pretty sure I have it saved under your contact.
Christian, why don't you get us into the last story, my man? Bring us home.
Can I have a drink of your water?
Oh my god, dude.
My spit is just so thick. The chocolate is so rich.
Thanks, Jesse.
What the fuck, Jesse? You know we're gonna eat this on podcast. Am I the asshole for stealing my brother's dog?
Didn't we?
Very similar. This is just
So this is from the because we had one. Am I the asshole for yelling at my sister for stealing my dog?
yeah.
Okay.
It's a weird thing that's happening in this episode where we're getting a lot of parallels. It's like the whole world is just a
Experiencing the
string
same
of-
thing at the same time.
No, I think he's going for like a Truman Show thing.
Okay. I know how the title sounds, but hear me out.
We always do. It would be a shame if we didn't.
About 1 year ago, my brother and me went to a rescue shelter and ended up bringing home some type of spaniel mix.
Okay. Cocker or otherwise?
The dog's about 5 or so and was already decently trained. My brother lives by himself, so it's pretty much just him and his dog. He's a decent owner, but nothing too extra. Now, me and my brother are close, and so I go to his condo quite a bit. I also babysat this dog multiple times now.
Okay.
I really loved this dog and decided I would go rescue my own pup. But when I went to the rescue, no dogs there really fit my style. Mm-hmm. All were too old or seemed lazy. So I kind of just gave up for a bit.
Goddamn millennial dogs.
They've been at 3 different tech jobs in the last month. They get paid so much for just sitting around chewing on bones.
They sleep 4.5 hours a day. Now, 4 days ago, I invited my brother and some friends over to play some poker. We were playing Texas Hold'em, and I had an unbelievable hand. A straight flush.
Bullshit.
My brother thought he had an unbeatable hand, though. 4 aces. Me and my brother are pretty competitive, so we let the stakes get pretty high.
Are they playing with, like, half a deck?
I don't know.
What are the chances?
We were also plastered, so our betting was a little off. Anyways, he ended up betting me his dog. I accepted, and of course, I won. He didn't react that much and kind of just laughed it off, but I was so excited. The next day, I drove to his house to pick up my new pup. And for some reason, he was a total asshole and started saying that the bet wasn't even real. I understand it's his dog and everything, but he bet me and I won. We ended up getting in a pretty heated yelling match, and I told him I was taking the dog.
It was an old yelling match, I believe.
Oh, God.
Fucking
It's my
boo.
dog. I'll put him down. I drove off and waited for a few hours. Later, I simply drove by and seen his dog was out in his backyard. The dog loves me since I spend so much time with him, so he just ran up to me and I grabbed him.
Just stole it.
I put him in the car and drove home. Don't worry, I bought food and toys for him already.
That's not what we were worried about, my man.
And about 4 hours later, I got a bunch of angry texts from my brother. And he was telling me he was on his way to pick up the dog and take him back.
4 hours later? It took him 4 hours to realize his dog was gone?
Maybe he thought the dog ran away. I don't know. I mean, they did just get in a fight that day. I got pissed. I won this dog fair and square. Mm-hmm. Plus, he had only had this dog for a year, so it wasn't like a lifelong pet or anything. But he loves the dog so much. When he came over, I locked all the doors and refused to answer him. Over these last 3 days, I've been getting nonstop harassment by him, my mother, friends, and everyone, honestly. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm starting to think maybe I was the asshole for making him follow through with the bet.
Huh.
Anyways, Reddit, I love this dog and don't want to give him back. Am I really the asshole? My brother was the one who made the bet.
Erica, what's your celebrity hall pass?
I literally can't think
Wrong
of a
answer.
single celebrity right now.
Christian, what's your celebrity hall pass?
Jon Snow, but in character.
Now, wouldn't you be upset if Christian fucked Kit Harington still?
No, Jon Snow. I want him in character.
Wouldn't they're fun little things that are made up to understand, like, ha ha ha, but also that would be cheating in our relationship. Very similar to a game of hypothetical fucking Texas Hold'em.
Yeah.
What did she put online? If he bet his dog, what did she do to call?
Her house.
I bet your dog too.
He loves me probably more than you. I see him at least 3 times a year. He loves me.
What an
So you don't think it's fair? You don't think that's like, he bet it. He's got to follow through with the bet.
Maybe I'm just a morally good person.
No, this sibling is trying to teach the brother how to be an honorable man. When you make a bet, you have to deal with the consequences. If he didn't want to lose his dog,
Yeah, shouldn't have bet the
he
dog.
shouldn't bet the dog.
Yeah. Oh, you were making a bet the house joke earlier?
Yeah.
Very good. I would never bet the house. I'd bet everything but the kitchen sink.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just hoping someone bets a new pair of baby shoes because baby needs a new pair.
I know nothing about poker, but I'm pretty sure these are all awful jokes.
Incorrect.
Very incorrect. They're actually fantastic jokes. They're like kind of the royal flush of jokes, if you ask me.
And if we make 2 more, we'll have a 5-card stud over here.
This is really unfortunate. I don't have a fifth joke to make.
Maybe you should just fold them.
Wow.
You did it, Ricky. You're the 5-card stud.
You did it.
You son
Give
of
me
a
your
bitch,
dog.
You did it.
Give me your dog right now.
No.
Fuck.
It's
Well,
fair.
I guess that's how that works in the real life, where things.
Oh, where you communicate
You can
effectively as adults?
You can
Weird.
just say, no, you're not taking my dog, and then you don't take the dog.
Well, hang on. How often do we know the phrase "drunk words are sober thoughts"? This guy secretly wants to get rid of the dog, and he just sort of has to play along with like the cement, or
Yeah,
oh no, don't take my dog. I'm gonna call the fucking police.
You have to go through the whole rigmarole.
Oh no, they're breaking down your door to get my dog back. Ugh.
Like the saying, I bet on my mom's life you won't do something, and it's like, do I have to kill my mom now?
Well, Mom, cocks a shotgun. Sorry. Yeah.
After that Mother's Day episode,
You lived a
sounds
good
like,
year.
So she has it coming. Just kidding. I love my mother.
You had a good long run, but unfortunately, I said that Go-Gurt didn't have a blueberry flavor, and guess what? You're dead. They do. Of course they do. I'm an idiot. It's yogurt. That's like one of the 3 staples: strawberry,
Yes.
blueberry, and peach.
Yeah, those honestly are the only flavors they should have of yogurt, except Trix.
You forgot banana.
I don't eat yogurt. It was all a ruse.
Strawberry banana's where it's at.
Whatever flavor of Trix yogurt is like the pink and green one. That's
I
the only good one.
100% forgot about Trix yogurt. When
Yeah,
you
that
were like
shit
Trix, I was like, what? We're talking about yogurt here.
You guys don't remember Trix yogurt?
Forgot about it.
Now, what's the deal with Danimals? Is it just sour milk?
Isn't all yogurt sour milk?
But I mean, like, it's liquidy.
It's
Isn't the whole
thinner
thing
yogurt?
of yogurt
Huh.
that you spoon it?
and then
I've
you
only
whisper
ever-
sweet nothings into its ear.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying like yogurt's closer to pudding, but Danimals is closer to a stew?
I guess.
Okay.
You wanted a little bit of, you don't want to be all work and no yo play. You want a little bit of.
Boo.
Josh, I really appreciate how you're just ready to go Gurt those jokes, dude. Go get them, Tiger.
Yeah.
Like
Like Tony.
the Tiger,
Yeah.
dude. Breakfast cereal, Trix.
Christian, you better count your lucky charms that
God damn it.
our fucking episode does well. Otherwise, you're a fucking cut, dude.
Did you just call him the C word?
I think you did. I'm offended.
You're going to have to bleep that. That's not allowed in America.
Cut?
Oh,
I said you're fucking cut, dude.
I thought you said cunt.
Yay!
Ah!
Well, she's a woman. She can say it.
Correct.
Nar. A cunt.
Yikes! Oh.
I knew it was coming, and it got me anyway. I enjoyed it.
Ooh, I don't know. Okay.
Do you want to do another one,
You guys,
man?
I got one quick one. If you just want one quick
Wait,
one.
going all night?
They're never
Jesus.
quick.
Am I the asshole for adding my garbage to someone else's?
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
Josh is gonna really appreciate this one.
Okay.
I was walking my dog
Yeah.
and picked up his poop in a bag
Yes.
and tied it up. Today is garbage pickup for my town, and they usually come very early.
Okay.
And it just happened to be I was walking very early. I even saw and heard the garbage truck just a block away. So as I was walking past someone's house, their garbage can was already on the curb, uncovered. So I just added the poop bag to the uncovered garbage, not thinking much of it, since the garbage truck was only a block away. After a few seconds, I hear a man screaming at me. He came out of his house very angry, picked up my bag, and demanded I take it back, that he didn't want it in his garbage. I told him that I didn't mean to offend him, so I just took it back and said, "Have a good day," and left, even though he was still fuming. Am I the asshole? I honestly wouldn't mind if someone did that to me, but I don't know if I'm biased because I have dogs. Is this a rude thing to do or something?
if there is garbage in the can and it's out, you can
It's
put a
fair
dog
game,
bag
dude.
in
It's
it.
fair game.
If it's empty, I never put a dog bag in an empty garbage can.
Yeah.
Because it could go sit somewhere for a week and then whatever.
I get that.
But if it's got garbage in it, I'll put it in it.
It's fair game. I would agree. That's like, especially if you can see the garbage truck. It's like, fuck off, dude.
It's so uncommon for people to even pick up their dog shit in the first place that just twice recently, I walk my dog every day because I don't have a fenced yard or whatever. So I know the streets. Okay.
Oh, you love your dog so much. You love him. You walk him twice a day.
Yeah.
Did you steal this dog?
Yeah.
You love him so much.
My brother, lost him in a hand of
Egyptian rats.
going through blackjack, actually.
Ah.
So just within the past couple weeks, so now that it's spring and more people are out, there's dog shit everywhere because, bad
Dogs don't
owners.
poop in the winter. Okay, yeah.
Well, people don't walk their dogs in the winter, actually, is what I was
Oh.
saying. So
Blame it on the owner. Okay, cool.
I have 2 routes that I go with my dog very commonly, and I'm walking. He starts pooping, so I get the bag ready. I pick it up. This guy opens up his screen door, and he's like, "Hey, thank you so much for picking up your dog's poop." And I was like, "Oh yeah, man, no problem." And he's like, "Hey, man, my garbage can's right here, like right here. Like if you want, you can throw your poop in here anytime you want. Just keep picking it up, man." I was like,
Dude, that's an awesome deal.
"No," and he's like, "No, you don't have to walk with it. You don't have to walk with it. Just put it right in here." And I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm not going in your fucking yard.
I'm gonna eat this, dude. I eat
I
shit.
have a collection on the shelf at home.
I empty it out into people's yards that I don't like."
I was gonna say, you fucking wind it up and whip it at his door. Like, take
No.
that, you fucking nerd.
To contrast my story, Christian brings up a very funny point. I like to throw the bags of poop sometimes, and the most recent most recent set of bags that I have aren't very structurally sound. And there was somebody's
fucking
garbage
dipshit.
can out, and so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna swing it and try to like bolo swing it in there." Let go too soon, fucking 90-mile-an-hour fastball into the side, cracks open, dog shit all the way down the side of the garbage can.
Fucking asshole.
And I looked at it and I was like,
I guess it's staying there.
"What am I gonna do? Come back with a fucking paper towel? What do I look like, fucking Jesus himself?"
Did you have another bag? Can't you take one bag and like kind of scrape it off a bit?
Hey, Judah is famous for pooping twice on walks, all right?
He is a
Josh
double
only brings
pooper.
2 bags.
I bring a whole roll.
Dude,
You can never count Judah's anus out. That's
Have-
all I always say.
are you ever gonna try it again? Has this scared you away?
Now, if eagle-eyed people who've come to my house, there was a bag of shit in my tree
your
behind my house for like 3 weeks because I was standing in my backyard and tried to swing and I forgot to look up. Classic rookie mistake. Straight into a tree branch. I had to get a fucking ladder and a rake to get it out.
You fucking.
I've gotten them on
idiot.
my garage roof.
What is the matter with you?
Why? Yeah. Why do you keep testing fate? Like,
So it makes it sound like I do it like a lot, but when you walk every day and you get 5 poop bags a day, and I throw maybe 1 a week, that's like a pretty low percentage of poop bags I'm throwing.
That's still too
it
often.
sounds like you're missing your shot a whole lot.
Well, I don't
You think
tell you
you'd
about
get a little better.
You don't learn about the times you succeed. You learn from those when you
Josh,
fail.
Maybe lead with that next time. Like I normally fucking nail it, but
And another time this happened.
it just keeps happening.
No. Another time where somebody complimented me. There's a church right by where I live, on street, and idiots.
You were so close.
I had and right, all right?
So there's a church right by where I live, and there's a dude who does really good landscaping on it. I'm not a religious guy, but like I don't want, especially wouldn't leave dog shit. I don't even let Judah pee on like the front of the spot where people walk a ton. I try to scoot him along, just because like I don't know, seems a little weird to let him like pee on. I don't
Nah,
do it to
fuck the church.
Well, I live right by a temple too, and I don't let him pee on
Why
that.
let you do it to the synagogue?
But anyway, I'm walking, and this dude I was like the landscaper or whatever. I'm walking, he just busts out of his car. He's like, "Hey, don't walk your dog on that grass. It really fucks it up when I try to take care of it." And I was like, "Oh, no, I'm sorry, what?" And he's like, "You're leaving your shit everywhere." And I was like, I just pulled out the 5,000 rolls of dog bags that I have. And I was like, "No, I've got these." He says, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's really frustrating." And I was like, "Yeah, but like, I'm not.
I hope this dude went to fucking confession because he fucking
He was so
swore and took
angry,
the
and then
Lord's name in vain.
he had to eat so much crow as soon as I like pulled out a roll of bags, and he's like, "Okay, no." I was like, "Yeah, I definitely wouldn't
I
do
just
it."
carry these around for assholes like you. I don't pick up my dog's poop.
What a cover. It's gross. I wouldn't pick it up either. That's shit, dude. No, I'm not touching that.
I have been one of those people though that stops a lady. Like we were doing yard work last summer, and this lady was walking her dog, and that her dog just picked right. I mean, we're like right in the front yard, feet from the sidewalk, and this dog was like, "No, I guess I'm gonna poop around all these people."
It's the worst.
And she's just like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." I was like, "Here, you want a bag?" And she's like, "Oh, I got one." I was like, "You can toss it in our garbage can. I'll take it for you." And she was really, I was like, "Hell yeah. If you're going to let your dog poop in my yard and you're going to pick it up,
Yeah.
you absolutely have permission to go around the side of my house and throw it away."
Yeah.
100%.
Come inside the house, take whatever you want, too.
Yeah. Door's always
If you're
open.
that good of
You
a
can
person,
shit inside as long as you pick it up.
Yeah.
It's such a like that should be like dog trainer. Like when you go to adopt, there should be a line of like, "Are you gonna pick up dog shit?" And if you say sometimes or no, just fucking get them out of here.
Yeah. Goodbye. You're as bad as the people that leave their shopping carts in the middle of the parking lot.
There's nothing worse than when you're mowing and you're having a good time smelling the grass and you fucking slice through a fucking turd.
Dude, how do the inside of turds hold their smell for so long?
It just traps it in.
Dude, yeah, like...
And then you always step on it.
It makes you do. It makes like a cocoon. You cut it open, then you step on it, and you're just like, "Oh, that fucking stinks." Then you're like, "Oh, it's on my shoe." No, dude.
And just like poo on a shoe,
Another shitty episode in the books.
another one in the books.
You can just scrape this one off.
Erica,
Yes, sir.
do what you do.
I already know what you're going to ask.
Just do it.
I'm just going to do it. Do it.
Nice.
I'm not a don'ter. Follow us on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram. You can Gmail us. Is that what the kids are saying nowadays?
You can Gmail
bro.
us.
Just
Yeah.
Gmail me.
Gmail me.
And then we also have Etsy, and that's like almost all of that is at Judgies Pod, JUDGIES POD. Except for the Etsy store is the Judgies Pod, because those guys.
Fucking dinkus over here.
I really goofed that one up, boys. You think I should make it just a second store called Judgies Pod?
No.
Okay, I won't do that. That sounds like the bare amount of work I could do to like make up for this so you guys stop dragging me every episode, but it's cool.
Well, hey guys,
Never stop.
if you want to drag Christian,
Write us an email.
write us an email. Share it with a friend. Let
Yeah.
him drag him too.
Yeah,
Him or her, or
honestly,
they.
I all the new people can drag me. It'll be nice. Like
It's sort of like your
what
kink.
TikTok
Yeah.
is right now. Is just dragging Christian.
We constantly get when we get like I got called. What did I get
you
called?
got called a creep, or you got
I got called a
yikes.
creep, and I said this guy looks yikes to me. About me, I was called I look yikes, which to be fair, yikes. You know.
Yeah. and
Wait,
then
do we
they
need to
made
make yikes merch? Just steal
Has
Eddie
this been
Burbeck's.
done? Hey man, if fucking Heavy Mood, fuck you, can steal our merch. Me and all my homies hate Heavy Mood.
Heavy Mood on Etsy. Don't go there.
Go give him a bad
I was
review.
gonna say, go leave them a bad review. Do you have to buy something to leave a review? Can you just be
Probably.
like- how'd your review process go?
So you told me to leave a review. I left a review. I took a picture of me in the hat, and the picture didn't post.
They just said nah.
There was too much power in the picture.
Nah.
They said, this guy looks a little bit too yikes to be posted on your Etsy. And part of me was worried, like, is it going to show up as the, like, because I took a funny picture with the hat on. It was on my ass, and you could see my hole.
oh boy.
And I was like, man, is this going to be like when you scroll through the pictures to be like, oh, I want to see what this hat looks like, and then it's just me. But
That would have been actually
it didn't
probably
post,
really good for marketing.
it didn't post the picture.
Huh. You think it was just because your ass is just so voluptuous? It's like, we don't have enough megabytes available
Yeah.
on the server.
We didn't have enough down to keep it up. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
See you next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
The Bludgies love you.